yo, hello, yo. So how should I call you, by the way, guys? Yeah, how should I call you? Because I feel like everyone has a name for their, like, audience. How should I call you guys? Yo. Wait. Okay, let me try again. Bonjour. Je m'appelle Waxy. Enchanté. Did you good? Did you good? What? Really? I mean, that's cool then. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, yet another thing that I decided to do is to learn French again. And yeah. Thank you. It's actually kind of hard to find that sort of stuff because I feel like if you go to YouTube, like the only things, well, okay, they have pronunciations over there, which is kind of cool, but typically they just teach you some phrases and that's all. And like that's like, oh yeah, like I know how to say that and I know what it means, but I don't know what to do next with that. I have no idea what that is. I've never used that. Yeah. Isn't that just a meme? I thought that this was literally just a meme. Also, don't they have some sort of what's it called? Don't they have some sort of drama going on or something like that? Yeah. I mean, I'm just doing it the old, like the old-fashioned way. I'm just looking it up onto some like grammar books and whatnot. Yeah. Well, if it's a meme, isn't that just the same as, like as Blue Yeti situation? Like lots of people say it's the best out there, but actually not. I still feel like I'm just so far from being good with that. I don't know, I don't feel like I care too much about this stuff outside of video game. Like, I feel like this is, what's it called? The process gamification, I think. When everything tries to have like a video game structure with once again levels, XPs, like achievements, to try and keep you more engaged, but I don't know. I don't really care about that stuff, to be honest. Like I think on my not I think on my workplace we try to do something like that. Well, they try to. Like I didn't give too much shit about it. Like I don't know. It just feels more distracting, to be honest. And if anything, it just like it tries to, like how do I say that? Achievements are good. First of all, achievements are good as long as they're meaningful. And if you like add some achievements for the sake of having achievements, or if you're gonna do some achievements just for the sake of being achievements, rather than doing the thing because it's useful, then you're doing it wrong, Like what's it when statistics become a focus or like a goal, that's when it goes bad. I mean, I can try that, I mean, because why not? Because, yeah, what I said is what I said, but then on the other hand, it's kind of good to have some structure behind learning, like behind teaching. Yeah, I suppose you tried it to learn English. Yeah. But did you try something else? Did you do something silly with it? With the bird? The coffee bird? So we'll see how it goes. Unfortunately, once again, at least unfortunate for me, it's something that I have to do, and yeah, and something I have to. Oh shit! Yo, Finger! Thank you so much! Yo, guys! What's up? Welcome! Welcome! I'm just yapping. Well, I'm not just yapping, I'm about to start playing. Oh boy, thank you so much! Yeah, hopefully your stream went good. Yeah. 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 Well, let's not keep you guys waiting then. Yeah, let's not. Boom, boom. Is the game. Wow. Awesome. I'm in a squad lobby, and if anyone's interested, I can. Yeah, let me just show you the squad ID. Yeah, so anyone that wants, they can join our very cool squad. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Oh, it's this one. And that way we can share our quests. Though, yeah, I'm not sure how much I'm gonna actually play the game today. I mean, that's a very cool squad. Of course, it's very professional. Of course, it is. Yeah, because actually, I wanted to look into, like into the game mechanics, or like into ways, dude. Oh, I see, I see. Damn. Well then, I'll happily take that torch. Yeah, thank you so much, and get some rest, Finger. Yeah, yep. 5 hour streams are, yep. Yeah, so go get some well-deserved snacks, or maybe some well-deserved drinks, stuff like that. Get comfy. The, people that came, yeah. Get comfy over here. Like, I wanted to get focus on Glaive, because this is like my main weapon, and I can't believe that I didn't make a build for that. Yeah, it's low high rank. But mostly what I'm interested in is to change equipment. But these guys, yeah. So as we all know, insect weapon is a weapon that consists of 2 parts, or the stick itself, and an insect that always flies around you and always follows you and is your best friend. Yes, and you should never let it go. Yeah, yeah. And as you can see, there are many different kinds of insects, all of which have their own stats and their own thingies. everything. Yep. That insect has have every. It's in the name. It's literally in the name. Insect Glaive. Yeah. And of course, as we all know, the way that it works. Yeah. How do I? Okay, so okay, this reticle. Yes. This weapon works from buffs. As you can see on top, there are 3 buffs. And to receive a buff, you need to have your insect hit a certain part of a body from a monster. Yeah, when you use your reticle, you can see what sort of buff you're gonna get from a certain part. So for example, if I hit this hammer with my insect, yep, it receives a buff, and I get 1. Of course, you can control your insect, you can tell it when to go, or if you do this mode and strike with it, it will also strike with you. Like if you don't do this mode, like you're just, like flailing around without the insect. Yep. And of course, when it flies, it can also gather extract. Yep. Gather this, and every extract, every buff gives, its own thing, and when you get all 3, your combos become better. Now look at how many hits I'm doing, and you can do that. Yeah. And also, that's the insect part of this weapon. That's what this small little bug does. The first part of this weapon, which is... No, wait, the second part is Glaive, allows you to fly. Yeah, you can jump at any time, you can make a dash, and this is practically your combo. Like you dash in the air, you have a strike, you can jump again, and yeah, but you can only jump a certain amount of times. Like I think it's like on the 4th way back, you just fall down. Yeah, yep. What? But I was mostly interested about what do insects do, Like that's my question, because you can see here in the equipment tab that there is a insect bonus. What the hell it all means? Because it doesn't say. And do you know what? This insect combo boost element, I feel like this guy can increase your weapon's elemental damage. Which is what I wanna say. Check. No, not say, I'm gonna check that. So, I have this fire glaive, yeah? If I do hits without it, without the insect, 61, 77, 63 on a crate. Okay. Oh shit, it's a different combo? And that's gonna... That's the slash. Is that it? No, this is also sidestep slash. Oh yeah, okay, this. 319. I don't know, I don't think it works. I don't think it works. Can I tell this thing to... Ring settings. Height setting. Hello. Oh, Tsuki the dragon. Hello. How you doing today? Wait. Oh shit, I forgot to check. Okay, I wanna go down. Okay. Ooh. So in total, there are 14 kinds of weapons in this game. And every weapon plays like wildly cheap. Yeah, for example, this is the one that I'm using right now, which is like, like a fight. Well, it's actually more like a glaive, if anything. Like you can jump with it, you can do all sorts of things. Then you can have, for example, like this weapon, which is a great sword, which is a gigantic freaking sword, and of course, as it should, it strikes really, yeah, like you need to charge it, like it attacks really slowly, but you see how much damage it does. Like, yeah, and it also has its own mechanics, and they also have ranged weapons. Yeah, and so, but, those are all the weapons. Great sword, which is a really slow weapon, but deals a lot of damage. Long sword, which is an average speed weapon with high reach. It also has lots of parry moves. Yeah, and it's all about just parrying monsters' attacks. You have certain shield, which is one of the most universal weapons. It's a sword, it's a shield. You can block, you can smoke with a shield, you can smoke with a sword, and it's really fast. I have dual blades, which is like the fastest weapon in the game. It's all about just dodging around, or just, like doing lots of smashes onto the monster's face. You have a hammer, which is kind of like greatsword, but it's a bit more mobile, and it can stun a monster. Yeah, so if you smack it in the head enough time, yeah, see like on the picture, that frog got stunned. Yep. And Hunting Horn can do the same, but it's a bit slower, and it allows you to play melodies. Like it's a musical instrument, just a really big one. And so you're literally just like smashing monsters with a big saxophone, or like an electric guitar, or like drums. Yeah, and it gives buffs. Like it's the only weapon, as far as I'm concerned, which can give, well, okay, not the only, but buffs to the party. Yeah, or to yourself, of course. Yeah. Lance, which is a defensive weapon, also all about parries, but it has a shield. Yeah, and it's mostly played through that, yeah, through shield mechanics. You can do like pokes, you can do like smashes with your shield to stun the monster, counter attacks. Yep, each weapon has it. Gun lance is well, it looks kind of the same, like it has a shield. It's kind of like has a lance, but it's more aggressive than lance because it has a gun in its hand, and you can use it to literally like blow shells into the monster's face. Yeah, and this weapon is also super cool. Switch axe, which is an axe that you can switch into a sword. Yeah, this weapon has basically two stances, and the first one is slower and deals a bit less damage, but you need to use it to gain enough gauge to unlock a sword stance. Yeah, and then you can just, like, go crazy on the monster. So, hello, Phantom Fox. What's up? What's up? Yeah, yeah, we're just chilling in Monster Hunter. Yeah, I mean, I was gonna check some stuff, like in terms of how certain weapon work. But if you guys want, we can just do some hunts. Like, I don't mind. Yeah. Charge blade, which is kind of like a sword and shield weapon that you can transform into a gigantic axe, as you can see on a picture. Like it's one of the more complicated weapons in terms of its moves, because there are really specific inputs that you need to do to utilize its full combo potential. Well, yeah, like it has the utility of being both a like a shield weapon and also a really aggressive weapon because you can transform it into gigantic axe. Yeah. In Glaive, which is the weapon I'm playing right now, you have your stick, you have your insect, you can jump into the air, and it's not just for show, like you have an insane mobility in the air, and also, if you smoke a monster enough time in the air, you will topple it. Yeah, which gives a huge window of opportunity for your teammates and once again yourself to just go hard on the monster. Light bow gun. Yeah, now we're finishing with ranged weapons. I mean, it's a gun. It's actually not really a bow gun. It's more like just a gun. Uh, it gives a lot of mobility. Not really as damaging as other, uh, as the other bow gun, but you have really good evasions. You once again you can run around while shooting. It's a really mobile weapon. Heavy bow gun. Now that one's a bit heavier. You don't get as much movement speed with it as with light bow gun, but you deal a bit more damage with it. But also, what's important is that you can defend with it. Yeah, this weapon has a shield on its hand, and you can utilize it in fights to block monster attacks. Yep. And the bow, which is a really mobile weapon. Yeah, this weapon is all about just shooting, dodging, shooting again. Oh, of course, I forgot to mention that this is not just a pew-pew gun, by the way. So is this. These weapons have different types of ammo, which all which all change the way that this weapon plays. For example, you can have a shotgun ammo, which is kind of makes you go like really close to the monster. You can have elemental ammo. You can have boom boom ammo. It's all there. Yeah, bow also has coatings, but they're not as utility based. I mean, your coatings are basically just, oh, this one gives you more damage. Then you can have the other, which is like poison. You can paralyze monsters. Yep, yep. And all of that. Yeah. Oh, so these are all the weapons. In terms of their difficulty, I'd say that Great Sword is kind of easy to learn because it literally has like 3 strikes and almost no combos at all, but really hard to master. Yeah, because you need to have positioning though. Like in this game, with the focus mechanic, like, because in previous games, you couldn't turn while attacking with this weapon. So, for example, if if you charge forwards, that's where you're gonna charge, and charge lasts like 3 seconds. So you really need to plan ahead, but in this game, I don't feel like that's the case, so I suppose it's not as hard to master. It still has its tricks, of course, but yeah, it's not as difficult. Longsword, I would say, is a medium, like, entry weapon. Oh yeah, they've added a part to this game, but you need to charge it. Yeah, like it's not just like instant. You need to just see the monster's attack and, like, get ready for it in advance. Or it can also pair with while shielding, but this weapon is not shielding. No. Longsword is a medium entry weapon, I think, because actually it's easy because yeah, you can just do attacks and you'll do fine. You know, like you can just do smashes and eventually you'll do what you're supposed to do with this weapon. Yeah, but of course it's really hard to master because um to utilize this weapon completely you need to parry a lot, and And to parry, you need to know monster's attack, you need to know those timings, because while it seems instantaneous, there is still some flow that you need to, you know, like that you need to focus on. Yeah, because you can't just parry out of nowhere, you can only parry after attacks. So, of course, you need to do an attack first. And usually you're supposed to parry while in between combos. Yeah, of course, there are certain timings that you. Certain shield I feel like is quite easy. It's probably the easiest weapon because it allows you to use items while not sheathing it, which is like a big deal in this game. Yeah. So, like if you're like getting used to Monster Hunter and the way that this game works, like Sword Shield might ease that starting process. And I think it's medium to master because yes, there are some combos. And you know, yeah. So yeah, like you do need to know what goes where, but it's like you can just also bumble around it. Dual Blitz is kind of easy. Yeah, I'm gonna quickly go through all the difficulties about weapons, and then we'll check Hunting Horn. Yeah, because I absolutely love this weapon. Yeah, but it's also kind of complicated. Yeah, but dual blades or not, they're really easy. You know, you just have to. You don't really have any combos to be honest, because it's just you just mash buttons. So it's really easy in that sense, and the ceiling is there because you have to dodge, but other than that, not really. Once again, it's probably the weapon that allows you to just bumble about and still have good results. Yeah. So I'd say like medium, like ceiling. Yeah. Hammer, okay, I don't really know much about hammer. I kind of assume that this weapon is quite easy. Because you just smoke the monster and it doesn't really have that many combo potentials. Like you have some charge attacks, but you could go around while charging, which helps you a lot. Like the only difficulty comes from having to smoke the monster's head. Like you always have to be on the monster's head, because that's where you deal the most damage, that's how you stun the monster. So yeah, weapon itself is quite easy to execute, but the movement is where it really, like requires skill. So I think it's medium killing as well. Hunting horn. Now, I'd say that this is one of the most complicated weapons in terms of how to utilize it. Because yes, because it doesn't allow you to bumble about. Like yes, you can strike with it, but that's not the idea of this weapon. The idea is to provide buffs for your teammates and do like damaging melodies. But if you mess up a combo, like if you like miss time like a note, then yeah, like it's not gonna do anything. And also you have to pay attention to play certain combos in certain situations, because it's not like you just do one combo. You have like 7 different combos, and which all require their specific input. And well, okay, you don't really have to time the notes, but ideally you need to time like certain moves. Like there are some moves that require you to follow a certain timing, because it's a musical weapon. You have to follow the rhythm. Oh wait, you have to time them. Yep, you have to time them to fully utilize the potential of this weapon. Like yes, there are practically 3 levels of utilizing this weapon's combos. Level 1, you just bumble about. You just smoke with your, like horn. You don't play any melodies. You just use it as a hammer. But then, why not just play the hammer? Like level 2 is when you do notes, like you play melodies, but like they come out really slow. Like yeah, it's not like as fast. And then level 3 is when you time them correctly, which practically doubles the speed at which you achieve these melodies. Yeah. Oh, and also once again, there are certain strikes which becomes stronger when you. It's actually, yeah, it's kind of like a patapon weapon because some of the attacks, like, oh, give defense to your teammate, or like counter attack the enemy, you know, like a damaging melody. Yeah, yeah, it's kind of like a patapon weapon. Lance, I think it's fairly easy. Oh my gosh. Look at look at the dragon news about that. Patapon. No, pon, patapon. Also, I feel like it's quite easy, though it has lots of counter strikes. Yeah, so I'd say that this is like easy to learn weapon, especially considering that it has a shield, and it's not like Dark Souls where if you hold a shield, like your stamina doesn't regen. It's like like you can just hold shield, and oh, and also there is a counter attack with a lance, like an automatic counter attack, where when monster attacks you, it takes damage basically, like if it hits your shield. Yeah, so I feel like lance is fairly easy. A gun lance is a bit is a bit trickier because you have to utilize combos in it to once again fully utilize its potential. Yeah, so I'd say it's a medium weapon. Yeah, it's a medium difficulty weapon. Oh, and you also need to aim with your like shells, so it's kind of like half a like half a what's it called? Oh, it's like half range weapon. Yeah. Switch shocks, I think it's like easy to medium because you have two stances, but then you kind of just can wail on the monster and be fine. And there are certain like super moves that you also need to utilize, but Charge Blade is a really complicated weapon to go into because you have your gauge to care about. You need to charge it 3 different times, and then there are so many other combos that go into weird combos. You have like guard points, which is if you time it at the right time, then you can utilize really like good moves. Or I think like when it switches between both axe and sword, you can parry attacks, and you need to time it as well. It's like, yeah, it's complicated. This weapon is complicated to go into. I'd say that it's not as complicated as a hunting horn, because if you get those moves right, then you can, like you're set. Like you just need to learn these combos, you need to learn these inputs, and then you're fine. Also, I feel like this weapon is super cool because in this game, when you go into an axe mode, you can literally use it as a chainsaw. Yeah, but you need to charge it, of course. But once you charge it, it's like you can just literally rip through the monster. It feels so cool. And yes, like its super move is kind of tricky too. Yeah, like see, like you can just slice through the monster with a chainsaw. Super cool. Yeah, it's a glaive. Now, I'm gonna say that this weapon is the hardest to control because you need to literally hold like 3 buttons to play it correctly and properly. Like it's kind of like easy to medium like entry because well actually you need to also have your like files. You need to have your buffs because without buffs your weapon sucks. Like it's like you're kind of expected to have all of the buffs all of the time. And it's not really hard to get them, but there are some tricks. You need to aim your kinsec, Oh, and also when you aim with your weapon and you aim your kinsec, it's two completely different modes. And that was I was so tricked about. Yeah, like yeah, it's like It's fun. It's really fun to fly around, but yeah, I'd say that it's medium like entry and then really hard to master just because of the controls. Yeah. Lightball gun is quite easy. I mean, you shoot monster. You have lots of mobility, so it's kind of forgiving. Like lots of your options are kind of forgiving. So yeah, like it's a pew pew gun, you know. In a game where monster, well, they do have ranged attacks. Yeah, but it's easy. You know, it's one of the. It's definitely the easiest ranged weapon. I mean, ball gun is a bit trickier because you don't have as much mobility, but then you have an auto shield. You just have to make sure that you don't shoot. You know, I think when you shoot, your shield disengages, and that's like, you know, like the only thing that you have to pay attention to. You know, if you do everything correctly, it's actually really easy to fight monsters because it's just, you know, you're just gonna block every hit. Yeah. And bow is actually quite tricky. Like, yeah, you can shoot, but the thing about bow is that it uses stamina to shoot. It's the only weapon that actively uses stamina to shoot, like to do attacks. So you have to pay attention to your stamina. Also, in this iteration, they made it so that you need to actively dodge with this weapon. Because otherwise, you would just not have enough firepower. Like all of your files, that yeah, you need to do that. Yeah, because it recharges your other moves. Yeah. So I'd say it's medium. Like yeah, it's a medium difficulty weapon. Definitely the hardest ranged weapon. But that's because there are just 3 ranged weapons. About heavy bowgun to beat monsters the fastest. That was the case in the previous game, like Monster Hunter Rise, because you could just build that weapon in a way that it just stuns monsters completely. Yeah, there was just some bullshittery with explosion ammo. So you literally just walk up to a monster, like throw a petard into their face, it explodes and they fall down, and then you just repeat that until the monster is dead. Yeah, it was kind of disgusting. But in this game, I'm not really sure. Like, I don't know how much damage it deals, but I assume it's not as... Yeah, because, if, like, the way that monsters work in this game, if you deal enough damage to them, they get staggered. You know, like, they go, oh, owie, 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 you know? Like, they do that. Yeah, and so... Yeah, and some weapons, they can dish... Well, okay, I'm not sure if it's true in that game, but once again, in previous game, some weapons could dish out so much damage that monsters would just keep like stun locked, literally, because of that thing. Oh, look at that! I actually have a hunting horn in my inventory. Look at that! Yeah, so ba-bam! Look at the upper right. Those are all the melodies that you can play with this weapon. And I have 3 notes with this weapon. Every note is activated by a certain attack button. So for example, if I press Y, it's a purple note. If I press it again, there is a song that just has 2 purple notes called Self-Improvement. And after I do that, I have this note blanked on the upper left screen. You see that it has like RT input and Self-Improvement. It's not in effect yet. To have it in effect, I need to play my you know, like my melody. So you press RT with that, and then you start playing that melody. You perform it. See, and now I have Self-Improvement because it has like yellow thing, which I think it improves your movement speed. But however, it's yellow. That just means that it's half charge. To charge it completely, you need to play the melody again. Yep, so I do that. Play it again. Yep, now it's purple. Yep, now the buff is fully in. You know, Like, it's at its maximum. That's where it should have. Some of these songs are buffs, some of these songs are just active effects. You know, like for example, I don't need to play self-improvement until it goes out. You know, when it goes out, I need to play it again. Of course, let's take a more complex melody called Health Recovery Small. Yeah, it's the second melody. To play it, I need to play purple, which is Y, then green, which is B, and then purple again, which is Y. See, now it's banked, and whenever I will play it, I will recover my health. Like that. Yep, and it goes with all the different melodies. But you can bank up to 3 melodies. So for example, I'm gonna go purple, green, purple, health recovery, then green, green, and then double button, which activates a yellow node. Yep, health recovery, and then, for example, let's do thunder resist, which is yellow, which is 2 buttons at the same time. Oh, and for example, you can notice that right now I can play 2 melodies. That's because the melody, the sheet, I suppose, on the left, right, it holds 4 of your previously played melodies. So while playing, what did I do? Recovery speed? Yeah, I did green, green, yellow, and then, as you can see, divine protection. Yeah, it plays like a green, yellow, yellow, purple. See? So, for example, instead of playing the whole melody, I can just play a part of that melody and then continue into another melody. You know? So, for example, yeah, I can do like divine protection instead. Yep, I can also press green now and go into thunder res, you know, because of the way it goes. Yeah, you can merge melodies together. Yeah. And then, if I'm gonna play it, if I'm gonna do perform, yep, I do divine protection, which is above, recovery speed, which is above, and I recover health. Of course, we can make this process faster, because you know, when you have to like play a buff and then you have to play it again, oh, that takes a long time. How we can do that? For example, recovery speed again. Do that, and then do that. Yep, green, green, yellow. We play that, and then you can press Y plus B to do an encore. Encore plays all of the back melodies again. All of the melodies that you played, it plays it again. But of course, the process is used the most. Like, you get the most out of that if you've played lots of melodies. So, for example, can I show that with like when I'm damaged? Yeah, like with heals. Yeah, okay, so I have a mantle which kills me. This one. Yeah, so I'm gonna lose a bunch of my health so that I could show you with heals. Yeah, and once again, don't forget that whilst you have this music sheet on your screen, there is a gigantic crazy dragon which wants you dead and your entire family bloodline. And you have to deal with that also. Yeah, this is why I said that this weapon is one of the hardest to kind of comprehend and to actually play. Yeah, like you have, and once again, I didn't get into the meat of all of those systems, you know? So, I have no HP. Health recovery restores your HP. So, of course I can combo them, like that. Like attacks actually go out a bit quicker. Oh shit, I have an armor set. Yeah, okay, two health recoveries. So, I start playing them. Health recovery number 1, restore some HP. Self-improvement, easy buff. Health recovery, restore some HP, and then I play them again. and I restore a bunch of HP. Yeah, that way you only need to play a buff once to activate its effects fully. And you can also double on any other effects that you might have. Then, a part about striking with a weapon. Not striking actually, but timing attacks. Whilst you play your weapon, you can actually attack. Let me show you. Let's do with some simple stuff. Yeah, just bring a bunch of self-improvements. It's not gonna do anything. Like, these melodies will not do anything, it's just for demonstration. I can press RT again while I play the melody, and if I time it right, it's gonna deal a bunch of damage. Like, you're gonna hit with your weapon. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, see? 1, 2, 3. That's how you have to do it. Like, you have to follow a certain rhythm. And if you do that, your character will deal a bunch of damage with their weapon. Yeah. I think like the trick is that this weapon follows a 90 BPM when it starts playing, and you have to follow that rhythm. You know, like once again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2. Yeah, like when your character does like a spin, like an attack with a spin, that means that you've timed it perfectly. Yeah. And I think you can walk a bit while you do the performance. Yeah, you can walk a tiny bit while you do the performance. So yeah, while you perform, you have to, you know, play on the beat, but you also need to move to await monsters' attacks, because guess what? If you get smacked, like while you play the melody, then your effect will not activate. Yep, it plays in 4/4, and you need to hit it on a 4th beat. Yeah, but it's not the only time when you have to time attacks. Look at that. Once again, health recovery. Yeah. So this is a melody that requires me to play 3 notes, right? Oh, check this out. Okay, don't check this out. Check this out. Yeah, it's really hard to do. See? I only did 2 attacks, but the melody is charged. Yeah, let me show you again with proper timing. Yeah, if your character does like a small hit, it means that you didn't play the like you didn't press it on the right time. Okay, so once again, attack number 1, attack number 2. See, I have health recovery banked, even though I did 2 attacks. That's because during certain attacks, you can play another melody while the attack is going. And if you time it correctly, then you can play your melodies really fast. Like, for example, with Divine Protection, yeah? It's a melody that requires you to play 4 notes. So, if I play it, like, if I just play it, this is the combo to do this melody. See, we have Divine Protection banked, but it's, quite a lot, isn't it? Like a combo is quite big. But here is the enhanced combo. See, it's ready in just 2 attacks. Because 2 of these notes allow you to play double notes. But once again, you have to time it, which is why when the first time when I showed that, I didn't time that correctly, and that's why it, didn't go through. Of course, you can try to mash the button and try to get the correct melodies out, but then it's easy to mistime it, and you can accidentally go into another melody that you don't want. Like you can start another attack, and then your melody will get ruined, and you'll have to do it again. Yeah. Oh, and there is also this little strike. Yeah, this one, which is called a heal stop. With this, you can play any melody that you want, like any note, and it's just gonna come out really quick, you know? So yeah, that's a lot, you know, that's a lot to keep in mind when, once again, a gigantic lizard wants to eat you. Oh, another thing, how could I forget? You can do that! If you press RT and A, you can create an echo bubble. This bubble blows up whenever you do attacks, like that, and it deals damage, as you can see. And it repeats whatever effects that you have, like whatever melodies that you've played. So for example, I can just say, for example, so Echo Wave Ice. Yeah, let me just get all of my melodies out. Yeah, so this is ideally how you have to apply your buffs, yeah? Now, this Echo Wave Ice melody, it deals damage. Boom! Oh, you just need to press RT and A, and the number of those bubbles that you can place is shown on the top left, on the left from your notes that you play. Like, you see there are like 3 little, like, I don't know, pimples? Yeah, if you play that, see one of them disappeared because I placed a bubble. And yeah, and if I do that, yeah, let's do the advanced technique. Yeah, and if I'll just play the melody here, see, it still did damage. And not as much, but of course, I do, like, the most ideal place is if you'll place them, and then you're playing them. And then once again, you know, you also have to keep those things in mind because they are really powerful. So you need to place them in correct places so that you cover as much field as possible. Because, for example, your teammates might be dying, and you're their only hope that can protect them. And if they're gonna be in a circle, then that means that you won't have to run to them. You can just, you know, like you can just do those bubbles and heal them like that. Yeah. So offset melody is a special melody. Different? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's a melody that basically gives you parry. Yeah, so you bank it. It has its own space. So whenever you have it ready, like you will not play it when you play other melodies, and it doesn't go into your normal stock. So you can have like 4 melodies. Yep. Oh yeah, of course, because if there is a hunting horn in the party, then that means that you don't have to heal, because hunting horn is gonna heal you. Yeah, and then when hunting horn does it, but then, oh, people don't really understand that sometimes this weapon cannot heal. That's also another part of it that I'm gonna show later, because it's how you make this weapon. Yeah. Well, not how you make, but the other different types of this weapon. But, as you can see, I have 3 self-improvements stocked and an offset melody. That because this melody just takes a special place, like in your inventory. Like, that's why this weapon is so fun, I feel like, because it's, once again, it's kind of simple, like, oh, well, all you do is you just play certain attacks in a correct timing, like in a correct, you know, like, space, and then, yeah, it just works. But then there is so much technique behind it. Yes, I'm about to show you some, but for that, I need to, monster do that, and do that. Yes, I need the monster to attack. Wait, why am I dying? Stop dying. Yep, I mean, that's what it does. Right? So, come on, you big stupid thingy. It's a parry, and it's a really powerful one. Yep, so, once again, shit. And so the way it works is that when you hold it, your character goes into a parry stance, and when you let go of it, or after some time, it attacks. If this attack hits an enemy, like an enemy monster during their attack, you parry them. Yep, it's a parry that you need to store, and once again, like it's a 4-note melody that you need to play first, and to activate it you need to press 3 buttons at the same time, like RT, Y, and B. What? It's not the only thing that this weapon can do while having this melody. Well, let me take you to the smith. I can remember how I said that, like, you might not even be able to heal with this weapon? Well, that's why, because, as you might have guessed, every hunting horn has its own set of melodies. Yeah, if you'll go here, on this tab, it shows what melodies this hunting horn can play. Like, this is the one that I use. For example, this one, completely different melodies. Like, well, every hunting horn has a self-improvement song because it's just above the top letter self. But this one, for example, it doesn't have any healing. It gives you attack, it gives you earplugs, which allows you to not care about when monster, yells. Like, when monster yells, your character goes like, oh no! And holds their ears and cannot run. Earplugs stop you from doing that. Aquatic oil slit mobility, which increases your movement speed in high water. Environmental damage negated. Makes sense. Echo wave slash, which deals slashing damage as a song. And an offset melody. Yeah, and so when choosing your hunting horn, you need to go, like, through all of that. Like, go through all of the melodies. Of course, there are different sets of melodies. Some are kind of... Oh, wait, that one is interesting. Affinity up, health recovery. Yeah, like, there are hunting horns that can give you all sorts of buffs. Okay, Rathalos. Oh, so... Okay, that's not too... There are 2 types of Rathalos. Here's the first. Rathalos hunting horn, which gives you an attack, defense, wind pressure negated, sonic Wait, it gives you sonic barrier? Wait a second. That's not what I think it is, right? Yeah, like, oh, and if you'll have a question about, oh, what does this one do? You can go into weapon controls, hunting horn, go to this page, and it describes all of the melody effects that you might have. So, oh yeah, it goes down, of course. Holy shit, sonic barrier reduces damage once and also nullifies wind pressure, ground tremors, and monster rolls for once. Oh, I see. Yeah, it practically gives you an invincibility for just 1 hit. That's a really good one. I think they are from weapon to weapon because every weapon has different notes. Where are the melodies? Okay, here. No, actually, no, they're actually the same. Because these 2 weapons, they have different melodies. No, as you can see, like, attack up large, it's the same, at least with these 2 weapons. Oh no, okay, I think they're the same. Yeah, the color of the note is different, but actually the way that yeah, because as you can see with Echo Wave, Like it goes like a small note, a double note, and a high note, and here, and it's the same here. Like actually, it's not a high note; it's actually a longer note. I know. No, wait, I think that's a shorter note. Oh shit, I forgot. I forgot. Yeah, and Rathalos also has Eco Wave Blunt, which a melody that deals blunt damage, and the Resounding melody, which is another special melody which deals a lot of damage. And I think it also has another little trick, which I'm not 100% sure about if that's true or not. I think it just plays all of your stocked melodies, but I'm not sure. I will have to test that. Yeah, and there is also the usual Rathalos Hunting Horn, which gives stamina use reduced, defense up, all wind pressure negated, attack defense up, Echo Wave Fire, and an offset melody. Yeah, like, both of these do not give any healing. Like, they give buffs, and they give, like, really good buffs, but no healing. Oh, and Eco Bubbles have their own effect, you know, like those bubbles, like when you go into them. Yeah, for example, this increases your movement speed up, and this one has a bubble that increases your movement speed up and evasion. Like this one has a echo bubble that gives you stamina regeneration while you stay inside it. Yeah, so you also, with all of that, you also have to try to keep the monster inside those bubbles that you've placed. Yeah, so you also have a placement game going on while everything is happening. Okay, is there like an easy to build resounding melody hunting horn? Oh, this one, resounding melody. Oh, this is a horn from a new monster. Yeah, it looks super cool. It's kind of similar as a Rathalos hunting horn because it also gives you attack up, but ear plugs, which is really good. And it has an offset melody instead of resounding melody. Yeah, so this one is a bit more parry based. Silly. I think the armor looks kind of cool though. I don't know. I mean, I kind of like it, though it's not the set that I'm gonna build. Yeah, let's just check one thing about resound. Wait, can I build that? Oh shit, I can't. Okay, this one has resounding. Yeah. This is this is the boys like hunting horn. Like, yeah, it just looks like a big bone. Yeah, I know that Melody of Life heals you. So you can have, for example, a hunting horn which heals, but so resounding melody. I am so slow. Okay, so resounding melody is ready, and let's do like attack up. Okay, so if I play that. Does it just do damage? Wait a second. Wait a second. When I was doing it, I noticed something. Okay. I think it just does damage, yeah. I thought that you can play melodies when it's on, but I don't think so. Yeah, I think it just deals damage. Okay. So it's a high damaging move. Yo, Glaive. Glaive. That's a funky weapon. Yeah, that's the one that I was gonna test. Yeah. So, once again, you need to gather extracts before you're able to do anything with this weapon. Of course, the more, like, the old way is to just have your bug fly into those spots that have, like, buffs in them, and then you retrieve that. Yeah, of course, once again, don't forget that monster is constantly moving. And, you know, like for some monsters, there is like, for example, head that you need to hit. And you know, they're not just gonna have their head just hanging around. Yeah, so there are two aiming modes, which is what I was really confused about when I played this map in this game. Because this one allows you to aim your attacks and shoot at certain spaces, and also it makes it so that there is a silly bug flying with you. And this one is how you control the bug from afar, by, you know, just telling it go there, go there, go there, or go back. And this is also the button that you have to hold to go into the air. Yeah, because if you to go into the air, it's A button, which is the same as dodge. So yeah, you need to hold this button, go into the air, then press another button, which is LT, go from RT to LT, and that's how you attack in the air. And all the meanwhile, you have to hold B, because it charges this attack, this silly attack, which deals a lot of damage, but... What? Guess what it does, considering what I'm about to set the monster to do. Guess what it does. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay, a good opportunity to show that charge attack that I just did. Yeah, if I hold the button, nothing happens. That's because this attack... To do this attack, you need to have a red extract. So yeah, once again, these extracts are not just silly things, they actually give you buffs. For example, white one increases your movement speed, and yellow one increases your defense. Yeah, and also your, gives you, negation to wind pressure, tremors, all of that, you know? But, so this silly attack, what it can do is it can do this. The timing is finicky though. Boom! Nice a parry. What? The funny thing about this attack... Okay, see how much time it takes for me to charge it, yeah? But, if I do another attack, I can still charge it. And then I just, you know, release the button, and this attack follows after. Because if I do charge this attack at the end of this combo, yeah, this is actually how it looks. So that's really important, because sometimes, you need to have this attack prepped at the end of your combo, or if you see an attack from a monster coming in, you need to, you know, be able to parry it whenever you wish. You can also charge it in the air. Yep, just fall back down. You can use it from the air, go quickly back down and attack with it. So this is a really useful attack. You can also follow it up with this. No, wait, with this move. It spends all of your buffs, but it deals a shit ton of damage. And that's about it. Yeah, and then you'll have to get your buffs all again. Usually I just spam this buff because there are a multitude of ways to get your buffs, to replenish all of those buffs that you've taken. For example, you can hold, so to send your little bug, you need to press Y while also pressing RT. You know, that's how you control it. If you hold Y, see, your Glaive charges, And whenever you shoot your insect, it pierces the monster, and it receives all the buffs on the way through. So for example, if I aim it here, set. So if I aim it here, yeah, see, I received both 2 and 3 buffs. Yep, yep. Like it's important. And also, when you aim your weapon with LT and go like a focus mode, your block attacks with you, and it also takes all of the essence, like all of the buffs that you can get. So for example, if you need a buff number 1, you can just attack the monster's head, or like the other space, like the other part that has this ball, your block will just get it with you. And also another way to replenish buffs is with this new mechanic, which is called wounds. After you attack a certain monster's part enough time, it becomes wounded. You deal increased damage to that part, and if you do too much damage, it gets destroyed. I need to open the wound again. Yeah, and there is a special attack that procs these wounds, that just destroys them immediately. Yep. Oh shit, I accidentally fired it. Oops. Yeah, and if you use it, yeah, it's this one. You do like boom, boom, bomb, and then you receive all the 3 buffs. Yeah, so for example, you can do this special move that uses all of your buffs, and then like proc the wound to receive all of your buffs again immediately. Like that's your main kind of combo. Oh, and by the way, check this out. They still haven't changed that. So when you have buffs, after a certain time, they run out. But if you like receive multitude of the same buff, while the one that you have is in effect, you don't extend its time. Yeah. So after you get all of the buffs, eventually they will run out. So might as well use that attack, you know? Like use that spinning whirlwind, which you can only use, by the way, if you have all of the 3 buffs. There's also another cool thing that your Kinsect can do. If you aim at the monster and you press RB, you shoot a little thing, and then your Kinsect follow the place. It constantly attacks the place that you've shot at. And if you can notice, it leaves clouds. You can attack these clouds to get effects. You can blow them up, and boom, something happens. For example, this one, this effect, it applies poison. As you can see, this kitty cat is now poisoned. Yeah, because this cloud, it blows up into a cloud of poison. You need to attack it to proc its effects. And, at least right now, all the possible bug effects are... Let me check. Poison applies poison. Paralyzes applies paralyzes effect to the monster. Recover leaves a healing cloud that you can hit to restore your health. Blast, which applies a blast effect, meaning that the monster will go boom boom after a certain amount of clouds. And I think that's it. Yeah, all of the other are recovers, and yeah. Oh, yeah, this is a... Oh, silk insects. Yeah, it's not like they're not available from the start of the game, by the way. To get those insects, once again, let's go to the smithy, because there is like a special tab for that. Over here. You need to raise them. Yeah, you do manage insects. Raising insects. Yeah, right now I have all of mine maxed. What? Usually, you just buy a insect, like this one. Yep. Then you raise it, and then you choose which type of insect you want to turn it into. Yeah, so there is practically a tree out of these guys. Yeah, and you know, every insect has their own stats, has their own type of buffs that it gives, and has its own type of materials that you need to spend to upgrade them. Yeah, I mean, it's not really hard, and you know, I just wanted to see what all of them do. Yeah. So, for example, this moth, yeah, called Sudocard. Sudocard, it deals a severing attack. It has a severing attack type, meaning that it deals severing damage and is capable of severing monsters' tails or other body parts which monsters can get severed. Its element is null because I don't think that any insects have any elements. It has a blast insect powder, which means that when you shoot a when you shoot a thing at the monster and your insect follows them, it leaves a blast powder, and you can smack it to apply a blast debuff on the monster. Apply it enough times and monster goes boom boom. Insect level depends on your insect glaive, actually. Yeah, like different insect glaives have different insect levels, and so some of them will have stronger insects, some of them will have weaker insects. And then it has its stats. Powder effect is, well, how effective its powder is. In this case, how well it applies blast. You know, like how much blast you need to apply before the monster goes boom boom. Power, which is how much power it deals, how much damage it deals when it does attacks, when it attacks on itself, you know. This one has less power than a usual insect. Speed, which is how fast it is, and I feel like for a insect, it's one of the, one of the most useful stats, because the time that it takes for insect to receive buffs is actually the time that you need to spend to receive buffs. You know, like if the insect is quick, then it means that you'll be able to receive buffs really quick. And stamina is how much stamina the insect has, because it cannot fly forever around the target, it cannot hit its target forever. Eventually, its stamina will run out and it will have to chill on your hand. You know, but in this case, stamina is not important if you, if you'll manage to receive all the buffs before your insect stamina runs out, which in this case will be quite easy because, you know, this insect has lots of speed, then you shouldn't really care about that. There are definitely certain playstyles that you have with different insects. And even though this weapon is aerial, and its main thing is arrow, you can play it on land, like, perfectly well. In fact, I'm gonna say some blasphemy. I'm gonna say like an awful thing. What? This weapon deals more damage on the land than it does on the air. Because in the air you have more mobility and you have a utility of being able to topple a monster, which is why in the air it deals less damage. So in the fight you actually have to choose whether you need to topple the monster or do you want to just deal damage. And once again, a land-based playstyle is perfectly valid for this weapon. In fact, in Rise, which is once again the previous game, that was, I think, that was one of the prominent playstyles. And yes, it doesn't take time to raise them, it just takes currencies. Yeah. And for example, this mod, also, I do love how it looks on the hand. I think in World, that was the kinsing that I was using. Yeah, just because I love how it looks. Yeah. Oh, wait, oops. You mean this one? Or the Glaive weapon list, which is here? like I absolutely love into Glaive. He's like one of my favorite weapons. Well, okay, so I can't really say much about Lance because that's the weapon that I haven't played, unfortunately. You know, like I can't really tell much about its moves. Yeah, like all of my knowledge about this weapon comes from my friends that play this weapon. Now, gun launch is a weapon that I really like the idea of, but I haven't played it in this game yet. Yeah, but if I remember correctly, so this is the weapon. You can do stabby stabs with it. Yeah, you can do stabby stabs. Pretty simple. You can do this, whatever it is. You can do that. You can do boom booms. Boom. And you need to reload your gun after you do boom booms, yeah. And of course you can do step, boom, step, boom, step, boom, step, boom. But there are also combos with this weapon. Let me remember. Like, let me try to remember that combo, which is when you do a Giga Boom Boom. I think it's this, and then... Ah, shit. No, I think it's this. No. I think it's this. Wait. Should be... this. Oh yeah, this one. Okay, it's a bit different in this game, yeah, but... So if we do... this, and the boom. Yeah, you just blow out all of your shells into the monster, and that's a really good combo. Yeah, of course, once again, a shell count you can see on the left, upper left screen. You have like 5 shells. Once you shoot all of them, you cannot shoot this weapon anymore, and you need to reload. It seems like the game automatically reloads here. Oh wait, burst fire is the one that I was talking about. This one is the one that I wanted. Yeah, so you do this, you do that, and then boom. Yep, that's a gun launch, baby. Of course it's not the only thing that this weapon can do. You can do this, you can just charge a really super big boom. See how much damage it deals. Like, my other hits are like 20 damage, like 10 damage. That thing did like 300 damage, maybe more. Of course you can block with it. Oh, wait, that's not how you block. Oh, that it... Holy shit, did you see that? Guys, did you see what I just did? It's like a chainsaw. Oh my gosh. I think it's a stake, so I need to figure out how do I throw stakes in the monster, because I think this is how. Yeah. How do I leave a stake though? So with this weapon you can throw a stake at the monster. Oh, grain sword meter. Oh, that's just your weapon sharpness. Every weapon in this game has sharpness. Yep, the lower it is, the less damage you do with the weapon. You can restore it with a whetstone. Just sharpen your weapon, block, and there we go. Yeah. So lunging up thrust. Please. Oh. Wormstick full blast combo. And do it with this. Oh, and yeah, and there are 2 types of reload. There is a quick reload and a slow reload. Yeah, so a quick reload goes like that. A slow reload, you need to do it during guard. Yeah, and then your stake gets reloaded only during a slow reload. And you really need that stake because I think you can leave it in a monster, and then whenever you shoot it, you deal additional damage. I just don't remember how to do that. Its focus strike is kind of funny though. Yeah, you just boom, 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 boom. I'm not sure what it does though. It seems like it just gets rid of your stake. Interesting. Yeah, so this is the weapon that I wanted to try out because I heard that it was really fun. Yeah, and of course, you can block, and during block you can deal strikes. I think even though it looks like I'm open, is like I think you can block while you attack essentially. It's a fox. It's a small little fox, but it has a LCD screen instead of face. I know, crazy. Yeah, see, I can safely attack with this weapon. Yeah, and not be scared that I'm gonna get killed. No, wait, it actually deals a little bit of damage. Oh, and this weapon also has different types of shellings. Like, these ones are normal ones. You know, I have 5 of them, and they deal okay damage. There is a white shelling, which is really, like, a low range, because as you can see, even if I'm, you know, like, some ways away from the monster, I can still deal damage with the shelling. Yeah, with a white shelling, you have to be, like, practically in the face of the monster to deal damage with that. And there are also long shellings, which deal a bit less damage, but they are like long range. Like you can shoot from here with them. Yeah, so there is also variations within this weapon. But I really like it. Unfortunately, white shells are like blinks. Yeah, because they're spanned. No, wide. Not white. Wide. Yeah, it's the ones that deal a lot of damage. Yeah, this weapon are really far. It was actually kind of ridiculous in Monster Hunter Rise, because there was a move that allows you to mount it and fly on it, like on a rocket. Like you just put the weapon between your legs, you shoot with it, and it's practically a rocket that you can fly on. That weapon was ridiculous. I don't think that they have anything in this game, though. I feel like I should double check just in case. Oh yeah, as you can see, after white sweep. Multi-arm stick full blast. Alright, this is all the stuff that this weapon can do. Extend the length of the attack and allow it to finish by firing the long stick cannon. Oh, okay. Yep, it has different shelling types, as you can see. Worm stick shot. Yeah, I don't see anything that says that you can fly on this weapon, so I don't think you can. Yeah. And of course, the bestest weapon of them. The anime sword. The anime sword. She's like, and then, and then, I'm watching for your best move. Yeah, I mean, some people say that this is like the best weapon in the game. I'm not really sure about that, because it's really hard to say which weapon is the best in this game. But yeah, it has like lots of dodges, it has lots of moves. I mean, numbers are big now, that's because like, my anime sword is like, you know, it's like fully upgraded. Yeah, it's like a high level anime sword. Yeah, but it's, I like it. Not kind of like it. I like it. And I think it's a really solid weapon. But once again, I kind of have to, like, learn the blade. Oh. Yeah, because there are so many moves, there are certain combos that you need to do. You need to time your, like, avoids. Oh, this weapon is quite good, I'd say. Oh yeah, and this move, of course. I feel like it's the most anime move of this weapon when you do this. Oh wait, wasn't it supposed to do like you're already dead? Wait, why didn't you do that? It should be a mile of more under you. Did I not hit it? Well, kinda. Yeah, kinda. Yeah, so you have a gauge on top left. As you can see right now, it's empty inside and it's yellow outside. When you do your normal attacks with Y and B, this gauge fills up. Not when it's full, but you can use RT attacks, which are a bit different. When this gauge is a bit less full. Yeah. Yep. If you do a certain combo, it goes, you know, it increases color. And when it's red, it's like super cool. Yeah, and when you're red, like all of your combos are better. You see, like, I can do this, I can do these attacks whenever I want. You know, I have this move. Yeah. And then the great finisher. Yeah, yeah. No, it's right. When you're in the right, you're the main protagonist. Yeah. And then you need to assemble, you know, your anime powers again by doing these attacks, by doing combos. Yep. Of course, like, which is why I said that this weapon is quite easy to take grasp about, because you can just, you know, like, you can just press some buttons, you know, like, you're still gonna do damage, like, it's okay. And eventually, if you press enough buttons, you know, like, yeah, you're gonna do what you need to do, you know. Yeah, but of course, mastering this sword is a really long road. Kind of. It looks like that, but I feel like it doesn't really show you a lot. Yeah, so these are all the moves that you can do with it. You have your standard attack, your thrust. This is the combo that you need to use. Like the move that you need to use to, you know, do a combo. You can hold it to skip some of the moves, but then you don't do anything. This strike. Yep, you have this, which is an avoid. You have this, which is your finisher. You have this, which is a funky move, which allows you to sheath, and then you can... It's a parry practically. Yep, this is a parry. And this is your focus strike, which is like every weapon has a certain focus strike. These are your mechanics and these are your combos, but those combos are really... they're really simple, because in reality you can do different types of combos. You know, like for example, I can just do left, right, left, right. Yeah, it's this one. Yeah, see? Right, I need to do it correctly because there is a certain timing to it. Remember you said you can insert one B between RT, you can insert multiple, I think? Wait, really? Oh, Spirit Blade 1, was. Yo! Wait, you're right! You can insert multiple of Bs between RTs. Oh. Yeah. And of course, like, you have to pay attention to the thing. It's like it's so hard to... Yeah, it's this move. This is just your alternative combo. Yeah, it's a slower hit, which gives a bit more gauge, but its own combo. Like, yeah, it's just good when you don't have any, like any gauges, because you do need to make this. You do need a gauge to do this combo, because this combo increases your overall damage. And yeah, when it goes right, not only do you turn into an anime protagonist, but it also increases your overall damage. So ideally, you need to be in a red as much as possible. Oh, and Y button combo looks different when you're red. Yeah, because when you're red, it's kind of like it's a multi-hit combo. When you lose red, it's kind of like a simple combo. Yeah, but B is like a... like, it doesn't do as much damage. Yeah, so like, I'm in yellow now. Yeah, this level drops down, you know, over time. So you need to make sure that you apply the, like, put the pressure on the monster to always keep up with the gauge. Yeah, like, why is just a normal combo? You know, it's a bit slow. But, like Flo said, it gives more energy because... I feel like they kinda give the same... No, Y gives more energy. Yeah. There's like a little poke that you use from time to time. You know, like the best use for that, because once again, you can't just have like dashes out of thin air, you know? Like, I press the button, nothing happens. You need to do a move, but after which you will be able to you know, like, to go into those parries. Yeah. Yeah. Like for example, if you started your combo like this one, and you see that you don't have enough, you can just press a little bit of this and then get enough energy. Yeah. And then why when it's just, you know, whatever. That's so much anime. That's so much anime. But I really like this weapon. Like, at first, I was kind of drawn away from this weapon because of its anime aesthetics. I thought that, oh no, anime, that's kind of cringe. But then I played this weapon and I was like, damn, this weapon is actually really fun to play. Let's show some other weapons and explain them. If you want. Though I played many weapons, I didn't play all of them. And some weapons I've never played in this game, usually shield weapons. I feel like gun lance is the only shield weapon that I played, and that's mostly because of the gun part. Yeah. Okay, well maybe charge blade, but yeah, it's also its own thing. Yeah. 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 Yeah, but weapons in the and like the coolest thing that once again every weapon plays completely different. Okay, so the way it works actually with all the weapons that have a shielding capability, which is surprisingly sword does. Yeah, you can block with it. Wait, what? Oh, it's this button. Yeah. See, you can guard with it. You can also kick while you guard. You can be like, what? 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 If you block enough hits with a sword, oh, I'm not sure if I can do that with a monster though, like with this dummy. Oh wait, you don't get stamina when you block. I think it's with the great sword only. Yeah. Yep. Though. Oh, and yeah. Sword, like this sword, great sword, loses durability when it blocks. It actually loses quite a lot of durability. Okay. Oh wait. Perfect guard. Oh, I think perfect guard doesn't use any durability, or maybe it uses less durability. Basically, after you block enough hits with this weapon, it actually any weapon that has block, guard, you go into that move. Yeah, it's just a hidden gauge that fills up when it's full, and when you block a monster, you enter that epic anime move. Kind, I suppose. Yeah, like for example, if we go to against this proc, against this poor little feller. And then we're gonna completely make its life miserable. Oh shit. Okay, it makes my life miserable from being so far away. Luckily I have a fast travel point over there. Over there! Let's go, my mount. Yeah. Not all weapons do like sword and shield doesn't have one, for example. So block 1, block 2. That's gonna be a block. Okay, so I wanted to see if I can just do that. Kind of cause a perfect block. Do I need to do a perfect block? Wait, maybe I need to do a perfect block for that. Oh. Yeah, like, I'm not really used to weapons that use blocks and like that guard. So see, which is why I'm kind of just being an idiot with it. Okay. Okay. Okay, shoot. Shoot him. Here he goes. Yeah. Oh, and I need to top it. To push back. Oop. Yeah, it's kind of cool. And then go into Super Slam. Yeah. Yep. Well, I think it mostly it's stamina, it seems. Yeah, but I think it also supposed to smack it. Kick it in the butt. Kick it in the butt. Yeah, but I think it also it's HP with some attacks. Like with really, because this monster is a small idiot. So when I block its hits, I don't really lose that much HP, though you've seen that with some attacks. You know, I lose HP when I block. Yep, some moves are not blockable. There is a skill that helps you prevent that, though. Because there is a skill that allows you to block unblockable attacks. No, 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 I'm all Sandy. Oh no. Yeah, then you can shoulder slam with this weapon. And when you do, you completely like go through monster attacks. It's super cool. It's also kind of like an anime, you know? To just shoulder tackle a freaking dragon. Yeah, this weapon is kinda cool. I feel like they really nailed how like the coolness factor of this weapon, because all of the stuff that you do, like all of the moves, they just look so awesome. Yeah, like see like this. Hopefully I will be able to show you an offset attack with this weapon, which is like also super cool. And you see like this, you're like, boom! This frog doesn't have a chance against me. Okay, let me show this one. Boom! And then I go, boom, boom! Like, that looks super cool. Like, I don't know about you, but to me it looks like super awesome. You know, it's like you're literally going up 1v1, like, against a freaking monster, and you overpower it. No, not really. There is a certain minigame behind that. Because you can... Oh shit. Oh shit, he just walked all around our traps. You can spawn randomly, but the way that it works, you need to press Y to smack the monster with a with your knife. You can use left stick to jump around the monster. Like, each monster have different parts that you can jump around. After you smack a monster a couple of times, that monster is gonna ready an attack against you. If you don't move out of the way or brace, it's gonna reduce your stamina. If your stamina is reduced to 0, then you drop away from a monster. So you have to either brace by holding RT, or you have to jump away from an attack into a different monster part with left stick. After you smack a certain part of a monster enough times, it becomes wounded, and that's when you can do a finisher attack with RB. When you do that, you know, it just deals a lot of damage and it topples the monster. Yeah. And you can't really spend an eternity on the monster's back, because eventually the monster will like knock you down. So you have to be really quick with it. Ideally, like I feel like the most ideal tactic for that is to make 2 wounds on a monster. And yeah, and a wound is when, you know, like when you see that red cloud, that means that this part is wounded. Yeah, so you break one, you break the other. You know, like, usually what I do usually, I jump on its back, yeah? I smack it a few times. When a monster readies an attack, I jump to the head. You know, I start smacking the head. Then monster rages another attack on the head. You jump back to spine. You break it enough times to create a wound. Then you jump back to the head. You break it enough times to make a wound. Then you drop down to spine and then you break it. Yeah, like for example, I can easily show you an example because it's really easy to mount monsters with this weapon. Oh, my loadout is kind of sad. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Let me just show you a monster minigame while the knowledge is still there. You know, like while we still think about that. Oh, Kamal mine is kind of just potions as well, to be honest. For now, I just don't see the need to use it. Okay, so look. Wait, that's a special one. That's a special little guy. I need to catch it. Yeah, that's a special endemic life. Yippee! So, I mount the monster. Je suis monté. So, I jump on a bug. I start smacking it. Oh, I actually broke it. Then I jump to the head. I smack it again. See? If I was on a bug, I would get knocked down when monster did that attack. See, monster does a head attack. I jump away. I don't lose any stamina. Then I press RB to do the draw finisher. And then monster falls down. And it has a wound on its head, which I can utilize later. No. It just happens automatically. Are you gonna do anything, Chimkin? I think I just blew its brains out. Oh no, wait, it's fine. That's good. Yeah, it happens very rarely because there is a certain amount of damage that you need to deal before you're able to topple the to mount the monster. But the damage from multiple players counts. So for example, if you attacked it, no. There's really not there's not really a way to do it wrong. You know, it's just that you probably haven't done enough damage. Like, I was able to topple it immediately because my greatsword just deals so much damage that it immediately breaks the threshold. Like with endgame loot, like with endgame gear, it's actually quite easy to do that. Yeah, and so I can do a freaking 180. You know, like, did you notice that? I started attacking here, and then I did a 180 with my strongest attack. If that was the previous game, I would have just attacked backwards, and then I'd missed the monster. Yeah, but here, like, I'd say that this is a medium weapon at best. Yeah, because you can do stuff like that, and you have so many defensive options. Like, great sword in this game is eating quite good. Yeah, but look at this. If I'm gonna attack it from the air again, I'm not gonna mount it. See, because I've already mounted, which makes it strong, like, more difficult to mount. Man, these two chimkins are fighting each other. Oh shit. Just like chimkins should. Because chimkins always fight each other. IRL chimkins are actually crazy. Just abandon the quest. Yeah, return from the quest, yes. Let's not chase after that Chimkin because Chimkin is not the strongest opponent over here. Yeah, but like my loadout is usually kind of sad, to be honest. Like, I'm gonna be real. It's really sad because So what I have a flashpot to blind monsters sometimes. I have traps to capture monsters because that's how I usually like to play. I usually capture all of the monsters. Yeah. And then I put them in my dungeon. I have some snacks. I have potions. That's all. That's all I have. Also, I have these knives. Can I just throw them out? Like, I don't really use them. So, after being on a hunt for some time, your health and your stamina reduces. You can eat a well-done steak to replenish your stamina and your health. You know, like your max health and your max stamina reduces. Also, to get those well-done steaks, you have to cook them. And cooking is a you know, is a mini game. Now let me show you. Where's meat? Where's my meat? Okay. Yeah, you need to have raw meat which you can carve. Yeah, like, I mean, not really a way to not cook. It's, you know, like when you're in the middle of a quest and you suddenly become hungry and you don't really want to, you know, like put your grill, like your portable barbecue grill in front of a monster, you can just quickly eat a steak. Though it does take a long animation to do that. Oh, you can even see the oh my gosh. Yeah. Or you can just eat rations, which are really easy to eat, really quick. These just restore your stamina, nothing else. Yeah. And you prepare them on a portable barbecue grill. Just do that, you say grill meat. And you need to do it in time. That's perfect. That's perfectly done. Yeah. Yippee! Yep. It's a rhythm mini game to cook the meat. Yep. Like, you need to click it in time because if you, once again, if you mess it up, for example, if you do that, say that, it's not too bad this way. Oh. Okay, yeah, let me just mess it up a bit. Yeah, so for example, if you do it like that, it's a rare steak. See, it's about 1. And I only got 3. On my perfect attempt, I've gotten 12. Or the other way, if you hold it too long. Oh no. It's burnt, guys. It got burnt. And so it's not gonna be as effective as those other options. Yeah. And at the end, like, even if you cook it perfectly, you still need to cut it in time. If I do it incorrectly, like for example, I'm just pressing buttons, I only got 8. Yeah. So you need to do it proper to get the best out of your piece of meat. Piece of raw meat. There is actually a funny set. Like a funny like hunter set. An armor an armor set. Which has a buff. It's from this guy. Yeah, you probably fought that guy, Flaw. It's this one. Yeah, Juvu. Yeah, it's this one. Or this variation, you know? So this set, like when you get 4 items, it's called Protein Fiend. Yeah, it's called Protein Fiend, and it gives you attack after eating well-done steaks. Like, it's so ridiculous, but it actually might be a really strong option. I was unironically considering trying this armor out. Yeah, because the idea of just downing a steak To smack a monster really hard on the head, it's just so fun. Oh no. You probably didn't hear what I had to say about this funny boy. That's so sad. Oh, now that's a look. Now that's a certain look. And what if I do this? Whoa. Whoa. Am I the protagonist? Or am I the anti-hero? Oh, and actually it has its own version over here. Yeah. What? Ideally. Ideally. So, the best kind of all-around loadout is to have these demon drugs, because they demon drugs and armor skins, because they increase your defense and health respectively. Yeah, so it's always a good idea to have those at hand, but you'd have to farm for them. You also need herbal medicines, ideally, to get rid of poisons, but poisons in this game are not as... oh, a short lizard. Yeah, poisons in this game are not as scary. Nullberries are also really good. Because it, you know, like, you can get rid of many stuff. And this game actually has a really, like, a really interesting system to get rid of debuffs. Like, you can actually just get about a bunch of, like, items that remove debuffs, and then you can set it on a wheel, like on a chosen wheel. Should I have burnt meat? Oh, that's perfect. Wait, that's perfect. Wait, give me a sec. I need to change something in my loadout that was always bothering me. Okay. Yeah, you can hide some of these items so that they wouldn't be on your item bar. I have no idea what these items do, or... Well, okay, I do have a slight idea, but... it's not like the end of the world if you don't have them. Okay, well... That's the problem, Flaw. This game has many different tickets. Like... Yeah, half this game is about tickets, because, for example, this armor needs a ticket that's called Hunter Symbol 3. This armor needs a ticket that's called Arcweld Certificate S. You know, this one has this ticket. Commission ticket. Commission ticket, let's see. I think you get them after certain quests. Yeah. Okay, where are my tickets at? They're gonna be like at the end. Yeah, like usually these commission tickets are... Certificate. I have 22 of them. That means that I've killed 22 Arcwelds already. A ticket in the image of a hunter who traveled in the New World. Try taking it to the smithy. Wait, I also have one. Oh, you need to buy them. You probably need to buy it from this guy. Oh, it's not here. Yeah, from time to time, there is a guy that comes here that sells stuff, or you can trade it here probably. Yeah, like item trade. You just look through all of these, which ones of them are the thing that you need. 30 ancient Wyvern coins for a gold mountain ticket. Oh my gosh. Yeah, like here I don't see any commission tickets. But I'm pretty sure there is a quest that might give them. Wait, what? That's a really... Wait, commission alpha? Wait, that's a really interesting take on the armor. Oh, I think that's the base armor from Monster Hunter World. Yeah, I think it's yeah, I mean it looks good. Oh, but it's interesting. I mean, you can probably have like a funky looking helmet with that. Like this, for example. Like what the hell is this armor? Oh. Well, it's a bit chunky, but which kind of ruins that. I do like that beret. You know, it's really hard to not appreciate a good beret in video games. And in armor design especially. Like, one of my favorite clothing items in Fallout New Vegas is a red beret, which gives plus 5% crit chance. I mean, I think once again high metal? Yeah, it's just... Oh wait. Drearazite scraps? Eh. Yeah, boy. Guess why? Guess why? What the hell is it? Wow, this armor has really silly skills though. This armor has really silly skills. It gives you resistance basically to anything. And then it also gives you a bombardier skill, which I believe increases the damage of explosive items, so you deal more damage with bombs. Oh my gosh, that's so silly. Yeah, probably because of that. Probably because of what you just said. Yeah, but I have no idea how to get that. Like usually those types of armors, the ones that require you to have a certain ticket, usually it's event stuff, you know, like when they have some silly events going on. But I don't think we have any events right now, so... A mysterious material smelted in a Zeus. Wait, what about this one? Metal scraps manufactured in a Zeus. Okay. Oh, well, that's a question that I don't know answer to. Let's figure that out. So it should be change equipment. Submenu? No. Submenu? No. Oh my gosh. I saw that. Oh, you need to go to the tent. Yeah, of course. Yeah, appearance. Equipment's appearance. Okay. Yeah, and here you can choose what you wanna. Oh, you don't even need to craft a different thing. You can just choose it that. Yep, this is gonna be my appearance. Yeah, this is gonna be my item. Oh, it's so simple. It's so simple. You can even show to display certain model on your art. So you can run naked if you want. And you can have some pendants in your weapon. Oh, and this one is, I think it's for pre-order. Yeah, it's actually so simple. And the coolest part about that is that you can change color. Certain armor pieces. Yep. So you can go super crazy with style in this game. Yeah, unfortunately you can't do that for the weapon. Yeah, so the weapon that you have is the weapon that you're stuck with. Eh? Okay. Okay, sandstone just appeared here. Okay. People, I suppose people are just so used to that they have zero reaction to that happening. Kinda silly, kinda silly. Well, in some games you can do that, and I'm pretty sure that in future updates they will make it so that you can change that stuff around. Like, because right now, okay, so one of my problems with this game is that the best weapons are these ones, which are called Arshan, and I don't like the way they look. Like, look at this Glaive. Like, what the hell is that? Like, it's just a silly spear. What the I'm? Like, if I go to Smithy and I do that, like, look at these designs. Like this is probably one of my favorite designs. Unfortunately, wait, can I preview it on my character now? I can't. Yeah, like, look at how cool they look. You know, you have so many different ancient glaives, and it's like, wow. This one is funky. LB. Oh, oh, almost said it. Wait, you're actually right. Yes, yes, it's LB. You're right. Yeah, like, look at the Well, this one is funky, yeah, but this one, which looks like a pierce weapon, this is a bit silly. I like this one. No, it kind of does look like a stick, you know. Oh. Well, it depends on what you want. Um, I know, it's a city answer. What? Oh, this one is quite spicy. Is the one that I'm using. If you want to go for a dragon element. Um, yeah. It's an element. Um, this one is quite spicy. Actually, this one. Yeah, because it has a lot of attack. But its sharpness is really bad, as you can see. Like, you need to have certain skills that improve its sharpness. So that it would be wide. It's a Doshagama weapon. I really like it. This one is not as good because it will require you to have more. Small little risky, yeah, yeah. They look a bit different. Some of them, I suppose. So the Shaguma, for Magala, If there is something, if that's something that interests you. Oh, this one is super funky actually. Rathalos is actually quite good. This one because it has shit sharp like butt sharpness, but it has a skill within that makes it so that whenever you crit with this weapon, there is an 80% chance that your sharpness will not disappear. So you can do a really good crit build with this weapon, with Guardian Rathalos. Or just normal Rathalos, but its base attack is kind of bad. But you can still do that, yeah. Yeah, it's usually just has some color upgrade. Or there is another version, which I don't think that if you've unlocked it or not. Do you have this option available, like for Artian weapons? So I do call them Artian weapons. I'm not sure how you're supposed to pronounce that. This is the sad and the good option because so the way it works. I don't think so. Oh, so that's gonna be spoilers. Yeah. But essentially you can assemble your own weapons from parts, and depending on what you've assembled is stats that this weapon gonna have. For example, I can have fire stats, and then I'm gonna have a weapon with a fire element. Oh. Oh. Yeah. And I think this is like the best option in terms of you can build it into whatever you want, you know? And you can upgrade it, though it's really costly to upgrade it, unfortunately. Yeah, but I feel like late game, it might be the best option that you have. And once again, even that, like if you look into these weapons, like for long swords, for example, yeah? There are really no weapons that I would say what, you know? Like every weapon has its own niche, and I feel like you should just like pick whatever you want, you know? Like seriously, like just take the weapon that you like, because all of them are actually quite good. No, it has its own skin line, so that's why I don't like Artian weapon. Is that they have their own skin, and the skin is super bad. Like I don't like it. Like for example, I'm just gonna make a whichever weapon, the one that I don't really care about actually. Okay, let's make the one that I will care about. So this is how it looks. Like whatever parts you want, it's like, yeah, it's gonna make this one, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't really like how they look. I know that this is like an ancient weapon and whatnot, but I don't know, they look kind of silly. Like visually wise, I mean, I kind of like Rathalos weapons. You know, like these ones. I mean, Rathalos is ironically one of my favorite monsters, so... And I really like the equipment that comes with it. Yeah. I also kind of like this one, but... I feel like the best looking long shot will come from a monster called Mizutsune. That's gonna come out soon, I think in April. This monster is gonna come out. Yeah, so I wanted to try this Dashagamo weapon, because it has a really high base. It really has like a really high base attack, and I think there is a funky build you can do with it. Yeah, so Rathalos is a it's a guardian. Rathalos is the black dragon. Uh, a normal Rathalos is red actually. Yeah. By the way, a fun little trivia: you might have noticed that Rathalos and Rathian are monster like dragons. They kind of look alike. That's because they are actually the same species. It's just that Rathalos are males and Rathians are female, which is why they have a relative second name. Rathalos is a king of skies, and Rathian is a queen of skies. Yeah, it's not often that stuff like this happens, but yeah, with these monsters, yeah, their genders look highly different. Also, by the way, speaking of Rathians, I really like how Rathian Sword and Shield looks, because it's just a rapier. Yeah, it's just a spiked rapier, which I really like. Oh, at the final rank, I think when you go to Hunter rank 40, you unlock all the weapons and all the rarities. Yeah, yeah, like I really like it. I wonder if there are any other rapiers. Yeah, like look. By the way, look at that. It's called Sword and Shield, but it's not always a sword. You know, sometimes it's a sword, sometimes it's an axe, sometimes it's a weird sickle. Like that's why I. Oh my gosh, this one looks sick. Holy shit, this one looks so beautiful. Yeah, and this one, like whatever that is, you know, like it's a sword on the left and a shield on the right, and this one is a mace. Yeah, like whoa, this one is a flanced mace. Wait, that's super cool. Oh, 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 okay, okay. Now, I hope you enjoyed your stay here, and I hope that it was informative. You know, yeah. Oh, and you know, before you go, um, kind of, if you liked what you see, then you can drop a follow. I would appreciate that greatly, and we have some emotes for followers. Yeah, some silly emotes. Fluffiness on its weapons, though? Does it have fluffiness here? Oh, it kinda does. Yeah, it kinda does. Wait. Wait a second. There is a follow limit on Twitch? Wow, this platform is bad. Oh, what? They have a limit? Oh, it's 2000. And I don't know what I'm surprised about. The fact that there is a limit, the fact that there is 2000, or the fact that you've managed to reach the limit. What? I thought the limit was gonna be like, you know, like 30, like 50, which is like, you know, makes sense. But holy shit, 2000. You're insane, Tsuki the dragon. You're insane. But yeah, thank you for being here and good luck with whatever. No, wait, how do I say that? I usually just tell people good luck, you know, as a sort of goodbye. Yeah, but thank you for being here. Yeah, it was a treat having you here. You know, like I do like, though this one seems feels like a battle. There was a funny sword and shield in the previous game, Monster Hunter Rise, because it was like a ninja sword, but it had no shield. Like visually it had no shield, but your character would still like block with it, would still stun with it, so you know it looks like you're actually just blocking monsters' hits with your fists. Wait, this fancy spider has this way that. And that sword looks good. Oh. Oh yeah, it is a bit weird. Yeah, I mean, I do kinda like the sword from far away. Oh yeah, if you look close. It is spider nest silk for thing. Yeah. Arcwell's, yeah, like this weapon just looks like a great sword to be honest. Like I swear, this weapon is actually just a great sword. The same with this, but not really. It's this one. This one looks funky actually. No, this one looks kind of silly. Wait, this one? Or the one? Oh my god. Or the one before that? I'll probably use this one. I assume I use this one. Oh, the greatsword looking one? I see, I see. Johnny. Good Johnny. This one is a funky one because it's kind of like an axe. Like kind of like a weird looking axe. The Rathalos one is just so good. This one has feathers. I'm not sure how to feel about that. Yeah. Yeah, kinda, yeah. Which one's funky? Yeah, I do kind of like how overall long shorts look. At the end of the day, it's just a big katana. I feel like I'm super disappointed in Showblade's design because, let me tell something. I really like how some of them look, you know? Like this one looks like a freaking maraca things. Yeah, and you have these ones which kind of look cool. Like some more maracas, like I've spent most of my time running around with these ones, which was super weird. This one looks cool, you know, like it has many cool designs. But then, its Artian version is just that. Like, it's just a weird gigantic disc, which I suppose kinda cool that it's a disc like that, but then when I get them out, they look so weird. I don't like them. I don't like them. I don't like them. And yet it's the best weapon. Like, it's the best dual blade weapon, so you have to run around with those. It's so sad. Yeah, like they look so big and chunky. That's not how dual blades should look. I kind of want them to be blades. Like, I do kind of like, okay, I do kind of dig the idea that, you know, it's kind of like a disc when it's on your back, and then when you take it out, it's like, you know, like that weapon. Yeah, because then, for example, you have stuff like this, which I really like. You know, it's dual blades once again. When it's on your back, it looks like a single blade. Because, you know, because of the way that they intersect with each other. And then it's boom. Like, it kind of looks cool. And the same with the Glaive. Like, this might be the best, like, this Arctian version might be the best weapon that there is, like the best Glaive that there is, but it looks so awful. I mean, it expands, I guess, but then it spins around, but I mean, it looks weird, which I do appreciate it, but I feel like I would appreciate it more if that was like a finicky weapon, you know, like if that was a trick weapon. If that was something like that requires certain, like, I don't know, like silly materials. But when this is like the best version, like the best option for the end game, I don't really like it. And it looks so small and dinky and silly. Well, yeah, I guess it's because the idea is that it expands and you see like it doesn't really have any shaft by the end. But it just looks so weird. Especially considering that usually you attack this weapon with slashing attacks. You know, like, yeah, you see like there are so many slashing attacks. Like this one, for example. And it looks so weird with like a pointy. I feel like. And hunting horns are okay though. At least they look good, you know? Oh, except for RTN, which looks just like a disc. But thankfully, RTN hunting horns are not the best. At least from what I heard. Yeah. I feel like overall weapon designs are really cool in this game. Like, a lot of people had issue with Monster Hunter World because the way that it did its designs, it would usually, like the weapon would usually just have a certain ways, and then they would just add stuff to those weapons, you know? Like, it would be like, oh, this is a katana sword, and then it has a bunch of these monster's horns on its hilt, and that's about it. I didn't really mind it all that much, because it made the idea of a tree really interesting, because it really feels like you just have a weapon, and then you upgrade it through trees, you know, but people didn't like that. Yeah, well, not really. Like, you have bow guns, which all play different between each other, because, for example, like this bow gun, yeah, it has different sorts of armor. Like, for example, this one has normal armor 3, which means you shoot with normal armor, which is what you would expect. You just go pew pew. This one has pierce armor. What does it mean? Your armor pierces through the monster. So, you can't just go pew pew. Oh yeah, and it deals damage as it goes through the monster. Yeah, so it's not enough for you to just pew pew. You need to position yourself so that your armor will deal the best damage. You know, so that how to explain? So that the monster would be the longest from the way that you face it. Like, do you get what I mean? Yeah. And then this one has spread armor, which makes it shoot like a shotgun, which means that you need to be really close to the monster. Kinda, but then this weapon also has it has elemental armor. Yeah, it has elemental armor. For example, this one has thunder armor, which means that it is able to shoot thunder ammunition, which deals thunder damage. This one freezes, like freeze armor. Yeah, sticky armor is the exploding one. Yeah, it's called sticky armor because after you shoot it, it sticks to the monster and then explodes after a certain amount of time. Yeah. Oh, there are many different playstyles that you can have with like with bow guns. All based on what type of armor do you want to use. Huh? Stinky. Yeah, you shoot it at the monster and the monster goes like, ew, stinky. What else weapon? Well, gunlins, but not really. Turret kinda, but not really. Like, it has a certain type of files, which is what you unleash into the monster, but it doesn't really change your playstyle. Yeah, I feel like a hunting horn and bow guns are the only type of weapons that kind of play differently. I think bow plays a little bit different based on its coatings. Wait, Flo, but if you're not gonna ask any more questions, what am I gonna yap about? You know, like when you ask your questions, it's so good for me because then I can spend my time answering these questions and I don't have to think of what I should do, you know? Oh yeah, ask away. Oh my god, that's so cute. Oh, that's so cute to see that. Oh, poor little Woofy. Yeah, yeah. Poor little Woofy 4 encountered, what's it called? Yeah, wait, what's the thing called? Wait, I forgot its name. Let me remind myself what's the thing called. Gypsies. Full Metal 454 encountered Gypsies for the first time. No, it's what this thing does. It's what this thing does. Yep. It plays dead when it's close to dying to make you think that, oh, I've killed it. And when you start carving it, it doesn't attack. Yeah. It doesn't kill you outright, but in harder versions of the game, which is not here yet, it just outright kills you if you fall for it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, like that's what this thing does. Like this is its stick. Is when it does, you know, like plays dead. It's one of the old monsters. Yeah. Yeah, but if you have any more questions, then do ask them because, you know, I don't know if you noticed or not, but I just love to yap about this. Looks so stupid! That armor looks so stupid and yet so cool at the same time. It's so silly. What's the female version look like? This looks better, yeah. Oh, yeah, this is like... Oh yeah, because of the armor. I was like, yeah, what do you mean by... Yeah, it's those ranges, they do look like you just run over by it. Fuck, this is so silly. So silly. Well, yeah, I do kind of like that armor designs in this game. They kind of just go all over the. And yeah, like this is an old monster, which means that like that armor design was way back then. Right, it was way back then. Gypsies. Yep, this one is also an old armor design, and it makes you look like a Power Ranger or something. Yeah, this is the new monster, and I do really like how. By the way, this is what I meant. By the way, like I know that I said it a long time ago, but look, a male armor design, female armor design. Like it's a lot more open, and it usually has a faceplate instead of just a full-on helmet. You know. And this is what I don't really like. Because in previous games, you didn't have that. Like, for example, if you have a female character, this is the armor that you get. If you have a male character, this is the armor that you get. Yeah, this is a new thing that they've started doing. But, yeah, like, look at the Lathian male armor, like, it's so cool. And then female armor just looks like a dress, which I don't really like. Yeah. Like it definitely feels good that you can pick and choose, you know? Like, but for example, this armor, it's like a female helmet is just a crown. Like, and yeah, this looks like a Dark Souls armor. Like, I don't really, yeah, like I didn't like that because it made it really hard to try to have an armor which just looks like a like real armor, you know? Like a real armor set. Yeah, like female armors are a lot more open. Yeah, but usually I also just mix and match my sets. Yeah, no. Yeah, and this is so good in this game. Like this game is based for allowing us to do that. In the armor, by the way. Oh shit, I forgot about it. Wait, but I feel like this game does this the best. Because guess what? Guess what? There is not even a body type slider in this game. You just choose a preset, and then you work off of that. This armor looks sick though. Yeah, this monster was from a like Inky game. Yeah, that monster was from a one of the previous games. And this is the set that I unironically want to build. Like, body type A and body type B is such a lazy version of that. Oh, this looks super sick. Oh, Rathalos always looks so good. Yeah. Just female, like, yeah, like, this is the female Rathalos armor. Like, this is the male one. No, this is the male one. Yeah. Like, I had to run around looking like that, but... And I wanted to do that. Just do that. And do that. Or a bigger skirt. No, this one actually looks good. Maybe do that. Yeah, because it looks a bit weird when a thigh is showing. Yeah, like it already looks so much nicer. That. It's kind of like that. Yeah, like luckily, that bullshit with body type A and B, it got memed to shit. So now developers don't do that as often. So silly, so silly. Oh, well, one has this weird. Oh. In the Soviet Union armor. Yep. By the way, why do they do that now? They are so late to that party. Or was there someone who actually was like, wait, do you see that? Wait, what? Wait, that looks weird. When when I move my camera around, I suppose it's the whale. Yeah, it has a small little whale as a faceplate, but when it moves, it looks like the head itself moves. It looks so creepy when you move it around. It's so creepy. Not even as creepy as this set of armor. Whoa. Oh, do you see that? Wait, do you see that? No, do you see the... Do you see that? Do you see this? Whoa. Whoa, isn't it evil? Eh? Eh? So, yes. Some people struggle with choice. What should we do about that? We should eliminate choice. Yes, that's a good idea. And we should replace male female with body 1 and body 2. Yes. That's the way to do that. Yeah, it's this weird looking one. This helmet is kind of crazy though. Wait. It's greaves that are so big. Oh. Oh, I see, I see. This one is a bit weird one. Maybe it was from like ye old games. This one is super weird though. It makes you look like a mech. I think I can just exchange materials in Azus to make that armor. Wait, that's the male version? Wait, that's so much better than the female one. I don't know, I guess I just don't really like those big skirts. You know, like those big metallic skirts. Do you also have bad performance in that area? Thank you. This one though. They kind of went hard with this design, not gonna lie. And Gormagali is like the old Gormagali. Oh. I think I have really bad like FPS in the like fire area. Like this is when my PC kind of struggles. This is Olivia's armor set. I think those are just eye patches. And you can have this little thing on your head. I think it moves. Yeah, I think this one moves. I'm so much... Look at the physics on this mask though. Wow. Insane stuff. Insane stuff. kinda, not really. Yes and no, because yes, I mean they definitely give that you can use them for vanity, but they also give, like, sometimes they give insane skills. You know, like for example, this piece just gives Counter-Strike 3, which is like a lot. You know, like usually armors give like one skill or two skills. Yeah, this one gives 3 levels, which is insane. And some of other ones are armor pieces. Like for example, this one also gives 3 levels. It's questionable if this skill is useful to you or not, is all. Yeah, I mean, yeah, skills is something that you kinda has to worry about. I mean, it's really simple. Like skills are actually really simple. Armor gives you a certain level of a skill, certain levels of skill. They add together up. So, for example, this ace armor, you know, like it has, you know, like peak performance 1, constitution 1, for a 1. Yeah? Okay. So I take this one. This second piece gives the same stats. If I add them together, I will have 2 peak performances and 2 constitutions. You know? And that's about it. You know? And then, depending on level, this armor gives different stats. For example, this one gives you attack when your health is full. If it's at level 1, it gives you 3 attack while your health is full. When it's at level 2, it gives 6 attack when your health is full, you know? Like, etc. I think it's actually really simple. And then you just mix and match those to, you know, tailor your, like, gameplay style. Like what you do and what not. Yeah. Oh my gosh, the time though. The time for me. Well, I feel like it's... I mean, you can definitely do that. I suppose it's just me because I kinda like to figure that stuff out, you know? Like, but once again, that's because I'm kind of familiar with those games. I kind of already know what I wanna have. I just don't really know how, like, what exactly I wanna have. You know? Like, how I wanna get that is a question that I like to find answers for, I suppose. Yeah. I mean, if anything, you can just build the final set because it gives a really good bonus, which allows you to just heal while you attack. Yeah. But you need the entire set for that. Well, not really, but really. Yeah, but yeah. This game just so fun when you discuss mechanics. I don't know, but maybe for me, but that's because I kind of like this sort of stuff. If you haven't noticed, like, I just like coming up with different builds and with different, like, tactics, because to me it's like, you know, it's like the game. It's like not the entire game, of course, but it's like a mini game for me. You know, like to try to figure out a really good build, to try to figure out the way that the game systems work so that you utilize them to potential. Yep. It's super fun. Glad to see that at least Nightbot is doing its thing, you know? Because at first I thought that, you know, it's like Why do so many people use night mode? But I can see why. I can see why. I mean, it works instantly. I mean, as it should, you know, because it's like a big thing and whatnot. Yeah. And yeah, sorry that I've stopped a bit. Yeah. Well, donations, I suppose, you know, like people who want to donate, they donate to such stuff. Like, I think that's how they make their money. I think it's even, I'm not sure if it's open. Oh, by the way. Or, I don't remember, does it have... Wait, maybe it has some sort of subscription that upgrades its usages and upgrades the way that it works. I don't know. I don't know. No. I'm just answering a message. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, I was wondering why there was why there was an integration with Discord, but then it... Yeah, but then it was only with Discord and nothing else. Interesting. Also, my friend says that in Monster Hunter it seems like ranged weapons are not as good, not as insane as there were in previous versions, so I suppose that just save you from playing ranged weapons. Though, you know, when you get a heavy bow gun and you just unleash a spray of bullets, like from a minigun into monster, like it feels different. You know, you know, you start to feel something. Yeah. You've tried bow in Dark Souls 1 and it shows, you know, and it just shows. Like you've just tried it, saw how it plays and decided that it's not for you for some. Yeah. It's okay though, it's okay. It's okay though. I'm not judging. I'm not judging. I'm not being judgeful, you know? But I do have to go, unfortunately. Yeah, but there is no one to raid, so... Well, I wouldn't say that in Monster Hunter it's the easiest option. Yeah. At least, I don't know. Yeah, there are definitely easier melee weapons. Although, I remember people saying that in World that light ball gun is the best option for the solo play because it's so easy. Yeah. You know, you've played PvP in Elden Ring and it shows. Oh yeah. I was just waiting, maybe there was someone else to show up. But you're gonna stream and so I'm gonna have to go on. Oh well. You really dislike them so much. Because I feel like that should work the other way. Like, yeah, you see the mage, and you just realize that once you get to them, you get to do them with them whatever you want, you know? And that just gives you, and that should just give you drive to keep moving forwards. Like an anime. Just like an anime. Wow. Wow. Oh yeah. Yeah. I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go now, guys. Tomorrow we're gonna play... Wait, tomorrow is Friday, isn't it? Holy shit. Holy shit. It's Friday tomorrow. That means we're gonna play ZZZ. Wow, so cool. Such a cool game. Such a cool game. It's so many cool. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna play through, what you call it? Oh, just play through the story, you know, maybe some story events, if there are even any, because last time I played events in ZZZ, it was some, like, meaningless, minigame which doesn't do anything, so... I feel like every week goes really fast for me. Yeah, that's what I feel though. Yeah, I don't know. Once again, guys, it's March already. 1/3 of the year is over. Yep. Yep. And I still remember how, as if yesterday, when I was just buying champagne celebrated. Oh yeah, tomorrow, cool stuff tomorrow. What? Until then, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.